Hotboy Turk being sued for $12 million, man. That's diabolical, yo. But him going back and forth with BG, gonna cost him a bag, you know what I'm saying? I guess he being sued, something like maybe like defamation of character or something like that. I ain't no lawyer. I don't want to lie to y'all, but I do know that he's being sued for $12 million, and that's a lot of money. I don't even know if Turk even worth 12 million bucks. But him listening to his wife, I'm not saying she a bad person, man, but him listening to his wife, she support him putting the battery in his back. It's gonna cost him a bag now. I wonder, was it even worth it? Maybe Hotboy Turk should have just fell back and kept his mouth closed, and maybe none of this wouldn't even took place, man. Maybe Turk would have just kept it cool and be quiet. Maybe everything would have played out the way it was supposed to. Cause allegedly I heard that for real, the real deal was that they were trying to give Turk a pay cut, and Hotboy Turk did not want to take the pay cut. Yeah, he didn't want to take the pay cut. I heard it was like 500,000 or something like that, and Turk was like he wasn't going. And I understand that, man. When it comes to your money, you want your money. I can understand that, man. I want my bread. I want every dime of it. So Turk felt like they was getting over, and Turk tried to sue them. But it turned around and it backfired on them, dog. That's how the game go, man. You know what I mean? It's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. And I think that's what really happened, man. And I kind of feel bad for Turk because all he was trying to do was stand on business, and just tell the people how he felt. But in the process, man, when you start playing with these multi-million-dollar companies, man, you start playing with your life. You start playing with your livelihood. And right now, that's what Hotboy Turk did. That's what he did. He don't fumble the bag, yo. He don't fumble the bag because once again, I don't even know if Hotboy Turk even worth 12 million bucks, period, man. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I'm just reporting what's going on, man. And I kind of feel bad for Hotboy Turk because not only is he getting sued, but he didn't get the, make history with them boys, man. And it's all petty, dog. It's all foolishness, man. I wish that it could have went another way. I wish that him and BG, could have seen eye to eye, but they couldn't, man. And this is what happens sometimes, dog. Sometimes, man, money can come between you and the closest people. I don't care how tight you think you and somebody is. I don't care how cool or how much y'all call each other brothers. When it comes to that bag, man, it can get ugly. Sometimes people get unalive. Sometimes people can never be friends again when it comes to that money, yo. Yeah, when it comes to that check, yeah. But he fumbled the bag on this one, man. So he got who knows, man. If he lose this case, he got a $12 million that he probably don't even got. And the crazy thing about it is, Turk, he been doing his own thing since he came home from jail. He been grinding, getting his own money. He got his own movement. So my advice for Turk is, I just would have just chilled out, yo. Yeah, I just would have just chilled out and ain't say nothing and just put it in the Most High hand. See, here's the truth, man. When you say you really believe in God and you got faith in God, sometimes, man, you got to let the Most High fight your battle. The Bible even say, man, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. And I'm not trying to get all spiritual on y'all, but I'm just going to keep it real because I'm a spiritual person. Sometimes, man, you just got to let God fight your battles. And that's hard to believe when you come from the street. That what you mean, OG, let God fight my battle. I'm going to war. But sometimes, man, whatever you do in the flesh, man, if you lose in that flesh, you're gonna lose in the flesh, man. So that's why they always tell us to walk in the spirit, man, because the devil be busy, man, and the devil been here longer than us, and he always got another motive or another way, man, to trick you out of position. And I think this time they don't trick Turk out of position. Yeah, man, because you start playing with the higher ups, you start playing with the elites, and you start messing up their money with these promoters, they coming for your head. And Turk tried to be, do the right thing and try to sue them about his bread, but then it turned around and it flipped on Turk, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I know his wife is his manager. That could be a good thing and a bad thing, man. Yeah, that's right. That could be a good thing and a bad thing because that's kind of like a conflict of interest, yo. Your wife being your manager, that's like a conflict of interest because she gonna always want the best for you, but at the same time, man, her wanting the best for you sometimes personally can get you in trouble. yeah, it can get you in trouble. And this time I think it might have got Hotboy Turk in some trouble, man. Like I said, man, I'm not no lawyer. Maybe y'all know more about the situation than me, but I'm just reporting the case, man, that Hotboy Turk did get sued for that 12 million, man, and to me, he fumbled the bag. I think now, after it's all said and done, I think Turk maybe should have just fell back, kept his mouth closed, and tried to really be like, you know what, I'm a try to just see how the situation gonna play out. Because not only did he get played out the bag, you know, you see he didn't even make it to the verses, and he was the one that even tried to manifest that and put that thing together, man. But it is what it is, Hotboy Turk, man. You got to just keep your head up, man. You got to keep on trusting God, and you got to just keep on grinding. And the biggest thing of all, Hotboy Turk, now you got to learn your lesson, man, from what you be going through. Sometimes, man, silence is better than you running your mouth, man. You know what I mean? A real gangster move in silence, man. Sometimes you just got to move in silence, man, and don't let people know what you got going on or how you're trying to move. Because sometimes you talking so much, you showing people how you fight. And that ain't a good thing all the time, man. You know, Turk should have maybe just chilled out, didn't say too much, did what he had to do, man, and then, you know what I'm saying, let it be what it gonna be. But instead, you know what I mean, as a man, you know, our ego and our pride get in the way, and we be like, nah, I ain't gonna let them do me like that. I ain't going out bad like that. And I think that's what really happened with Hotboy Turk, man. It was all about pride, and it was all about ego. You know, he felt that he was a better MC or a better rapper than BG. You know what I'm saying? And he just felt like he had something to prove. And I think that's what the whole thing was about, that Turk felt like he had something to prove, that he wasn't going out like no sucker, and it got the best of him, man. And that's him being a human, man. That's not me trying to diss Hotboy Turk. That's not me trying to say nothing bad about Hotboy Turk. That's just being real for everybody to learn from that, man, because I'm seeing that now. Even just being on this internet, you talking about somebody that some people go out like a sucker, man, and some people, they can handle it. Some people don't got thin skin. You know, if you talk about them, they could take it like, oh, well, what the hell? But then you got some people, man, that really get upset with you, and they'll come for your head, man, and try to sue you for defamation of character. And it's bad to get sued when you ain't got that bag. Yeah, it's crazy to have to get sued and you ain't even got that money to pay people. You know, or if you do got the money, you might only got a certain amount of money, and now these people coming for what you got, man. And now you got to sit around, man, and try to figure out what you're going to do with paying the lawyers. And then after you pay the lawyers you know, all your court fees, now you all effed up and you got to get it back all over again. Because you remember, man, when Turk came home, Turk said that he got it up by himself, that nobody gave him nothing. Nobody rolled a red carpet out for him. He said it was him, his wife, and God. And he said he just stayed down till he came up, man. But it is what it is, man. We're going to see what's going on with this case, man. But that's all I got on this one, y'all. Until the next time, knowledge is power, and stay solid is the movement. Y'all stay solid, stay blessed. Peace and shalom. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. We out.